When they come, I will stand my ground, stand my ground. I'll never be afraid.
Like, honest to God, we are right by the gate, and the two cars are behind us. We're packing and getting ready to go. And that was our goodbye.
That was a weird ending, and that was a weird beginning. Wasn't it a weird beginning, too?
Yeah. The beginning of it and the ending. The beginning, we all kind of perked up and turned.
We all was like,
The coyotes kicked in, and then what the hell was that at the end?
I'm wondering if we could see him on the road through the field.
did I get my recorder running fast enough?
I don't know. I caught part of it, but not that we. I definitely did miss the beginning.
Because as soon as I heard him, I was like, oh, hell, get the recorder running. That's how it always is.
That is how it always is. We just shut the recorders off. We put everything down.
And here I am telling you about ghost stories.
One's there or something like that. They're real close together.
That one right there going back this way comes back to these other trees over here.
There you go. Another teepee is forming.
Yeah, it does look like more. I agree with you on that, yeah. There does look like more. Well, we'll get some azimuth readings on this one too. So on this particular lean, this one's facing more generally north. This one right here in my hand. On the phone it was saying 11, and on the Lenzetic compass it was saying 3-4 degrees or so. The phone was bouncing really crazy between like 6, 5 degrees, 7 degrees. As you get closer, it'd get to 17. It gets 17, 18. I don't know if it got as high as 20 or not, but it was constantly in flux. Just over the course of just a couple of feet, 2 or 3 feet right here is the distance that was measured, and that's what we're looking at right down there on the ground. So there's nothing, I had nothing magnetic on me or anything like that, you know, metal to justify such weird readings. Over here on this particular direction right here, that one it pretty much came up the same on the Lenzetic compass and on the phone, and I want to say that one was 241 degrees, I believe is what we came up with, 241 degrees. So this is the general surrounding area. As you look around, I don't think you can spot any more structures in the area, what we think would be a structure. And over here as well. This is what the general area looks like coming here. So it seems like there's some kind of some type of weird disturbance that affects electronics here. Not so much manual lensetic compasses. The lensetic compass stayed pretty consistent.
I can't see what you're seeing.
It's like it's so big you can't even get it all in there. We're at a location where our friend had basically came. They were at nighttime and they came out here and they parked. And I don't know if he was going to park a vehicle to relieve himself or not. I'll ask him that. I think they just parked. So anyway, they both got out of the vehicle and went towards the driver's side. He says no sooner than when they were just there for just a moment, something from back here. I'll show you the different angles. Something from back here runs up there just shy to them in total darkness, and then stops and changes the direction, abruptly changes, shifts, and comes through this stuff that I'm standing in front of right now. So you see this right here. You're not going to be able to run through this as a human being, even if this was a person in total darkness, without crashing and burning and eating it bad in there, and you're going to get hung up in there. More than likely, something ran up to them and jumped. Is probably what happened. Came and jumped, but he said it bolted and took off. So even if it came and jumped, we're on the back side right now, and he says it was still generally running away from them, is what I remember him saying. But if you look here, you can see that there is an older roadway right here to where something could escape you. All right, so we're going to show you the angle that the vehicle was parked at. Then also, before we filmed this exact shot, all right, before we came here, my friend's phone started making weird sounds, like he was receiving a phone call. There's no service out here. He said he hasn't heard this alarm on his phone. It was lighting up and doing, I think the light came on.
The flashlight was low.
Yeah, the flashlight was, I saw it.
And
It
was
lit
ringing.
up, the flashlight was on, it was doing weird stuff, making weird sounds that he
was
wasn't
like
accustomed
ringing.
to hearing. And then
My camera.
shortly right after that, Beata comes over to where we filmed this very shot. Beata comes over and our camera, our main camera, had a malfunction. Totally
Went black,
totally
yeah.
malfunctioned. So it came on, and I disconnect. Normally when this happens, a total malfunction, we sever the battery power completely. I have found out that might help you restore your operation again. So I severed the power, the battery completely, take it out of there, let it sit a moment, put it back in again. We booted it back up. It came back up to where it exactly left off at, and it was not going to go any further until it was saying cancel wouldn't do it. I had to say okay. It was basically saying it was having a memory problem of some sort. It was in process of storing memory or doing something with memories, what the message said. And it said, do you want to recover? Yes or no, cancel. But I had to say yes in order for it to continue on. Then it came back to life again.
So let's hope everything
Hopefully,
that
yes,
we
hopefully,
filmed this morning is still on there.
yes, hopefully everything before that is still on here and it didn't override it just now. So let's skirt around and get decide where the vehicle is. Yeah, and so there's no way, man. Even if it was a person, I'm telling you, man, even if a person would have been back there and they saw you park and they got scared, or they thought you was a buddy or whatever, and they come running up
And stop.
and stop right here, why would they all of a sudden change their mind and they say, "Oh, you're not who I thought you was. Let me run away." But what I would do is I would run back to where I came from.
Right.
I wouldn't run through that.
Yeah, if you were
I
a
mean, that
person.
doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to run through that. There's no way. I mean, I just don't see it happening. This is where
Yeah.
we had two malfunctions going on.
Yeah.
The phone malfunctioned right. I'm gonna say right here.
Yeah.
Right there, where the phone I sat there and watched it. Your flashlight came on too.
Yeah.
Started lighting up, doing weird stuff. And then by the time Bella turned the main cam on, there are camera malfunctions. So I pulled out my stuff, but I don't see anything weird going on with my phone. Although when I did turn on my phone, there was an application running that I don't normally run. But
Right.
pretty neat, huh? Looks like the crackers are gone. Could have swore we left stuff right there. We started noticing that our supposedly gifts weren't being taken. We started noticing that. See that? See your direction of travel?
Yeah.
That way. That way. That right there. That's it. He said it came down and went whoosh, like that. I didn't see anything because I was behind him, back in these trees still. But I had the camera focused that way. Camera didn't get anything.
Yeah.
But that's where he said it was at, on that tree root right there. What else is in this area?
That's true. We know that now, don't we?
I'm telling you, man. I could have swore I put my phone in my pocket with the. I could have swore I put my phone in the pocket with the screensaver, you know.
Yeah, that's like I, told the people in my camera. It's the second time we've had a phone malfunction today.
Yeah, you do not want to get caught out here at night. I've been out here at night. It is very, very dark.
What'd you hear?
Pay attention on the way out. Could have swore I heard one knock.
Okay.
A lot of times we would get stuff right about here.
Because I don't really go out alone anymore.
I don't ever go out alone. I don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ron took you to the area where the asterisk was at, and then his phone started acting crazy. Okay?
Yeah, same thing today.
I mean, a week later, I see a shadow thing moving. It was like it was behind the sink. I was on my computer chair, and it was like,
I'm not recording, so.
yeah, it was like, well, I wouldn't care. It was like it was behind the sink. It was like it was just floating by.
like it was just like this. Yeah. And then I saw it. I went like this. This is what I did. I went like this. My eyes were on the screen, and I went like, and then I just did like that. I'm thinking that was my son,
Yep.
right? Or that was Beata.
Yeah.
They got up. Because this is 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:10, somewhere around there. It's night. There's only one light on in the house, it's where the computer.
Yep.
So I instantly, as soon as I saw, I just leaned to the right and watched. I was like, okay, I don't see John. I got out of my chair. I mean, I didn't hesitate. I got out of my chair, went to the living room, did this. It's got to be John, right? So I'm telling myself, it's got to be John. Walked into John's bedroom. The door was pulled. I pushed the door open. I could hear him breathing. He was still in bed, right? So I left it alone. Walked to where my wife was. Indy was in the bed with my wife, and she was at her feet. Beata was still breathing. I didn't say anything to Beata. She was still in the bed breathing. I petted the dog on the head. So the dog knew I was there. I petted her. I said, good girl, like that, right? That's what I said. So I was like, so I'm leaving like, I know I saw something. So I go back, and I'm heading to my kitchen to head back, right? And then the dog goes, I turn around, she's running to me, right? She's running directly to me, but she don't jump on me or anything. She runs straight to me and stops and does this like, are you okay? Right? And then I'm like, oh, it's okay, girl, it's okay. And then she darts around. She goes around me, and then she beelines for the living room. She goes to the center of the living room and starts barking. Just non-stop, right? Just like, I'm putting everything on notice, right?
Yep.
Beata comes out of the bedroom, like, what the heck is she barking at? I said, I walked over to Beata, I said, I see one of them damn things in the house. I said, she saw one.
Oh, keep my balance.
Hey, here's a good one right here.
Oh, yeah.
You got a good angle too.
Yeah.
Right here looks like a triple X visual.